serious. Like, I am playing with this so much for the past 5 minutes that it's sometimes hashtag a first world problems to get good to get good lighting in English, not in English and in German. What the fuck am I saying? Oh, on Instagram and Facebook. So I feel like now we're okay. Which kind of looks weird on Instagram, but I figure Instagram is only like up for 24 hours anyway. Facebook is like the video that we can then use. So Facebook, you should look a bit more decent. It's not about perfection, because the cool thing is that the message is coming out and I'm already like super hot. Oh my goodness gracious. How is everyone? So first of all, of course, happy Monday. Let's just calm our farm, everyone. Let's just ground ourselves back into what it's all about. And what it is all about is getting the message out and talking to you about having a kick-ass week. So, a week. Now, with that in mind, it looks so weird. I've changed the setting. I turned my phone around for my Instagram. So I'm just trying to always, improve as we go. So let me know how you doing. Happy freaking Monday. Who's feeling so amazing after last week, like energetically being screwed over by the full moon? Do you feel that? Do you feel like literally screwed over? That's how I felt. Hey, good morning. So let me just do a couple of things and then I will be with you. The first thing is to invite you to, you felt that too, didn't we all feel it last week? Holy Jesus, that was a full-on energetically like, so that's that. And now I want to share that into the group. Got a couple of cool things happening. Now, what I need to do, that's right, I always, for some reason I changed the setting on Facebook. Now you gotta change over. Thank you for the love. Thank you. And let me see, now that actually should work. It's so good though, I have to say. I do feel really fresh though about coming on. Like, I do feel really fresh. I feel excited, which is really interesting because I don't know if you saw on my Insta story about how now I feel like legit like since the clouds have passed, I've been invited to rise to a new level, and that's really exciting. And I think that that's for quite a few people. So just bear with me a second. Oh, cool. I've got someone else coming in here. Rising Queen. Oh, I love it. So many beautiful things are happening. So let me just check that we are definitely alive in the Rising Queen group. And then I'm with you. This is good. I love it. Okay, perfect. So a new week, okay? So a new week means many new beginnings, okay? Leave last week where it belongs, in the past. What matters is your intuition, energy, and focus moving forward. Actually, I meant to say intention, but hey, let's talk a little bit about intuition as well. Intuition, energy, and focus. Okay, perfect. Now I'm going to turn that off because I'm a bit warm. It gets really warm. I get warm when I chat. I get warm when I have my laptop on here. So anyhow, yes. Last week was a bit cray-cray, and that's cool, but I think that we need to honor that life always happens for you. And for me, I've learned now to just trust, and it's crazy. Like legit last week I've done not a lot of work at all, and still, guess what? Everything's fine. The money still kept coming in. The inquiries still kept coming in. New clients still keep coming in. We've got amazing results in my current manifestation challenge. People are like manifesting money. So, that's what it's so good about all of this. That even if you have a shitty week, it's here to teach you something. It's here to give you a gift, a blessing, an insight, and I believe it's all about allowing ourselves more to receive, right? Like to return back to our true nature of opening ourselves up to receive, that there is really nothing we ever have to do to prove ourselves. But of course, you know, that you get to do what you feel called to. And I guess there's that dance of, you know, taking your daily steps. And I'm all for, and you may have had the pleasure of doing one of my activations, which is your new pair of shoes. And it is actually just, you know, taking steps every day with, you know, being locked into your soul, I guess, awareness of knowing success is your birthright, and the other one's your soul's calling. And together you take one step and you create your soul's legacy or your boss queen dynasty, you know. Wish it was the same here. Well, you know, if that is not for you just yet, then the only reason that that's not happened is because you don't believe that it can happen, right? So there's a part of you that still believes, oh, if I don't work, I'm not going to get paid, or, you know, whatever that belief system. So the only reason you don't receive it is because you don't think that it's possible, you know, like really feel it, really believe it, have that faith, that level of trust, right? And guess what? I needed to learn that lesson so many times, like even last year in July, remember, I went on holidays with my mum and dad because I was leaving Germany to go to the States and then come back here. And then I remember also being quite sick, like I had a bit of a cold, something was off. And so July was like a low performance in terms of activity, but it was my biggest month that year to that time. I remember that. It was my first 5-figure month again that year, 2018, which is really cool. So anyhow, it's all what you allow yourself to receive, what you're conditioning yourself out of, right? Because we're so preconditioned, and that is the fun journey to be had, right? And so I guess the biggest lesson I want to pass on to you today is that you always get what you're available for, and let that, like, leave last week, leave it in the past. Unless you're taking the blessings from it and integrate them into creating a new future, be it, then cool. But most people get so hung up about the past week, for example. Oh, you know, last week I was so tired, or, you know, I've tried this and it didn't work, or, you know, I'm still waiting to see the fruits of my labor. What if this week is not going to be any better? What if I just work super hard and I don't see the results? What if I take a step back and I listen to Sabrina, open myself up to receive, and I don't receive, right? At the end of the day, if you keep living in that past moment, you're only ever creating a past future in a way. Like, you cannot create a new future. You only ever repeat the past into the future. Does that make sense? So that's why I'm saying it's so important that you leave the past where it belongs. It is in the past. It is behind you. It has no more power over you unless you give it more power over you, right? There is no power here. The only power is in here right now. And I guess that's where you need to tune into your energy, tune into, right, what is it that you're taking forward? Who do you need to become this week? Who do you need to, or can you unbecome even more, right? What are the programs, the beliefs, the resistance, the stories, the wounds, the blockages, all of that? What do you want to release? What do you choose to change? What do you choose to change in terms of your mindset? What do you choose to let in? What do you choose to be available for? Okay? So wouldn't it be really cool though, hey Liselotte, if you could have lots of, even if you have a week where energetically you're being tested, hey Leslie, what if you could also take blessings and receive income? If you're available for that, you name it, you claim it, and you also become that vibrational match for it, you shall receive it, right? So let's just get into that for this week. Just honor first and foremost. It is always about intention, intuition, energy, right? What are you available for? What are you naming and claiming? What are your desires? And what are you going to leap into? And so you do the inner work. I cannot stress enough how important it is to do the inner work. Because if energetically nothing changes, You have lost the freaking battle. You are fighting such a hard fight. You cannot outsmart the law of attraction. You cannot outdo the law of manifestation. You would rather, wouldn't you rather live in a state of being open to receive magic and money flowing to you and knowing that you get to call everything in, right? Don't you know that you get to co-create with the universe? Isn't that so much more delightful and more magical and more mystical and more divine and delicious and all of that than having to think about, oh no, I have to work 12 hours a day. Like if I don't work every spare moment of my day and I'm not out there selling, shouting, messaging, serving, messaging, creating, selling, crazy, I don't know. That's not gonna work, is it? It's not gonna work. It's a co-creation. Now, I'm not saying sit on your ass and just watch Netflix all day or watch Married at First Sight, because you got to see what's happening there in case you're getting on that show soon. Wink, wink, right? You got to take action, absolutely. But the main point I'm making here, that would be great. Both blessings and all the love and appreciation I receive money income too. Absolutely. You got to make yourself available for that. You got to decide that that's what's going to happen. You got to just reclaim that to be that person who receives money every day. It is what you get available for. You do get what you're available for, right? You've got to prime yourself and change, I guess, your energy, your vibration, the frequency, right? Like the resonance, opening yourself up to receive, the mindset, all of that needs to interlink so that at the end of the day, you just are that person who just receives money every day without fail. It just is who you are. Now, if there is an inch of doubt, then that's not going to happen. And that's obviously my job. That's where I come in and I help you shift out of that doubt into the absolute certainty, right? Anyhow, though, that aside, I want you to really think about what is it that you're naming and claiming this week. What are you naming and claiming this week? All right? Knowing last week may have been energetically a bit, whew, and maybe this week still a little bit, whew, you may be on a ride, but I do believe it's an invitation to step up and outside of the old. Something that I've read last week that really just resonated with me, and I just keep going over this. And I probably will talk about this, and I feel like I don't know if I want to do a training about this, but I just feel the whole time your new life is going to cost you your old one, right? Your new life is going to cost you your old one. Now you got to be prepared to say goodbye to your old life. And for some people, this may be a little bit conflicting and a bit challenging. I know, partially that's for me. I'm like, oh, well, that's a little bit, that's a big leap. What, really? But not everything about my old life is bad. Oh, well, guess what? You get to define, because you will always get what you're available for. Do you get that, how important that is? So we have a lot to chat. We have a lot to talk about this week. I feel like there's going to be great energy exchange this week, great conversations. Make sure you come over into my group if you are not, the Rising Queen Collective. The link is also below. Come over, let's chat. On Thursday night, I will actually be live with Breaking the Silence and Becoming Whole Again, which is an invitation to breaking up with shame. It's a breaking up with shame movement. And there's going to be some cool stuff. I can just feel it. I can feel it. So that feeling, I invite you to share with me. What are you setting your intention on this week? What are you naming and claiming? What are you making your own? What are you saying yes to this week? What are you saying no to? What are you available for? What do you feel like I am ready to leap into? Because I believe that this full moon is all about an invitation to keep rising into the new level of you, the new version of you. It's already inside of you. It's already waiting to come to play, right? So the invitation is there. Are you going to come and play? Are you ready to step up your game? Are you ready to rise into the next level of receiving, right? I would love to hear from you. So let me know. Share your thoughts, your questions, your feedback. Come over into the group or pop it over here, obviously under the video. I would love to know, what are you naming? What are you claiming? Understand, you're going to get what you're available for. Leave the last week in the past, because guess what? That's where it belongs. You cannot create from that energy. Otherwise, you're just going to repeat that past And you don't want that. We want a new future. A new future. And that new future, that invitation has been sent out. Are you going to come to play? That's going to be up to you. So let me know, what are you going to really commit to this week? All right, I would love to know from you. And also, if you are not in my group yet, head over there, because I was sharing about, I want to create like an inner circle, like a magic manifestation matrix, or money manifestation matrix, or money magic matrix. I don't know, something like that. Something to do with money, manifestation, and magic, of course, and the matrix, because it's going to be a matrix. It's going to be an inner circle. And what I want to do is I want to create a space where literally I will help you tune into you, right? Read your soul, heal that parts of you, so you can remember more of who you truly are, bring back some of these essences, and then activate you into new heights, into new higher versions of you. So you keep rising that vibration, you keep shifting that energy, you keep opening yourself up, you become available for more and more and more and more, right? Keep raising that. And that's the sort of, I want to create that energetic container. So I'd love to have your feedback on that. Come over into the group. Let me know what you think of it. What would make this for you a hell yes? Because I do believe that. I ran some offline workshops, the Soul Activation Circle, and they were so good. And I just want to do that. I just feel like I want to have a mini mastermind, like a group of women come together every month on Zoom, exchange, create, all that sort of stuff. Like, I'm feeling really, that's like what I want to do right now. We've got Money Queen coming one more time this year, and then we're going to have one more big kind of soul work, soul calling, branding, business, Boss Queen Dynasty. One of those programs coming to you as well, but I'm going to I'll keep you tuned, or I'll keep you up to date with that. For now, Manifestation Matrix. I am so delighted to get that up and running pretty much as soon as possible. And then there'll be, like I said, there'll be some more, because it's there's some good energy happening. So I'm so grateful, so grateful. Thank you for last week. The universe, thank you, my angels and my guides, for last week, for allowing me to have moments of stillness to really identify that, oh yes, there's some old patterns that I needed to say goodbye to, and open myself up to that next level. So I'm really excited to bring that next level of me to you energetically, and also what, in all possible ways that I just get, share myself with you, whatever that means. You know what I'm saying? Anyhow, so on that note, enjoy the rest of your day, night, wherever you are. I don't think I've got anything else right now. Just would love to hear your feedback. Come over into the group, give me your couple of cents worth, because I do honor your opinion. Apart from that, remember, you're going to get what you are available for. So remember to name it and claim it, because you want to make sure that this week you are getting up every day, fired up, lit up, with an intention to freaking go for it. And then you give your best every day. I want you to keep rising to the occasion. Give your very freaking best. So when you go to bed at night, your head hits the pillow, you're going to feel super satisfied. That's what I want for you this week. Okay? So much love. Remember, in order to manifest the magic, you got to become the magic yourself. But the good news is, permission to be, do, and have it all has already been granted.